We're in mid-August 2013 on the majestic Lake Ontario. As the Kings are starting to stack up close off the many tributaries of the Great Lake Ontario to spawn, this is prime time for the big boats on the lake. This is a time where they make all their money. Bills have stacked up over the winter, and relief is now. As we pull out of Mike's Marina, we ride with Captain Dan and Captain Phil aboard Salmonoid charters.
We're going to be plenty busy.
Also, we'll be with Captain Shane Thomas out of the Lighthouse Marina in Pulaski, New York, followed up by Captain Tim Metter with lots of limits out of Henderson Harbor.
My woman's got a laundry list of things for me to do. My woman wants them done before the day is through. But come this weekend, well, I'm nowhere to be found. I'm pulling up my roots, I'm Salmon River bound. I'm not asking for something that ain't new. Haven't you got the nose? I'm sitting back, chilling out, loving life, digging up those Salmon River blues. Fish on.
Just south off the famous Salmon River, launching out of Mike's Marina off the Little Salmon, is Captain Phil and Captain Dan, just getting set to drop lines aboard the Salmonoid. When fishing for salmon, you always have to be ready for a fish on.
Well, we hadn't even got the rod set when the first dipsy we put out fired.
Yep, we put out some glow stuff first thing in the morning. Sun's just peeking up over Tug Hill. It's gonna be a good day by the looks, but sometimes, Phil will tell you, when the first rod goes off in the first 5 minutes, that could be a side. It's about 6 o'clock, just south of the Salmon River, 137 feet. We're over a school of kings and some bait. They're streaking through the riggers, and this could get great really quick.
Well, that dipsy diver was set at 300. The fish hit it, took it another 200 feet. We're down to about 230 feet now, so we're gaining on them.
It's kind of choppy out here. We got a nice salmon chop on the top, 1 to 2 footers. Brennan on the rod. He's a Sagittarius. He likes long walks on the beach, kayaking.
Holding hands,
Holding
snuggling.
hands, snuggling. He eats pizza mostly. He's not much of a touching. Double! Double!
That's what happens when we're goofing off.
See? As long as you're laughing, things are getting better. Ready? Locked! Made a turn so that Brendan could catch up on his fish because it made a little run on him. Inside line fired over here. Another dipsies. Doubled up, screaming off the back. We set up about a half hour ago. They're set back about 300 feet. They're running another 200 once we lock up. And there goes Brendan's making a run. And in about 5 minutes, we're gonna get to watch Captain Phil scramble with the net here, because you gotta get the fish in the net, over the back, out of the net, and get the other fish in the net, all within about 3 minutes of each other. So this is gonna get good quick.
Now perhaps the most important and prayerful time for both angler and crew is the netting of an unpredictable trophy king. Now, add a double into the mix. There's no room for error.
There you go, reel down on them. Reel all the way to the dipsy. Yep. Lift up, walk back. Ah! Come here, you prick.
Get over here, get over here. Over here, over here, rod tip, rod tip, rod tip, rod tip.
Oh.
Gone.
Now losing a trophy king at the back of the boat, oh, that'll tear a crew up inside.
Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. Must be years in, try that again.
God bless America. That worked out real good, didn't it?
Yeah, well, it's catch and release trip. They're PETA members.
It's a lonely feeling when you drop a fish, but you cannot dwell on it. There's still another king on the line, and hold the net,
Walk to fill. Walk to fill.
Bracing
Walk to
me.
fill.
for fish
Keep
number
coming.
2.
Keep coming. Keep coming, Jimmer. Finally. Good job, Jimmer.
Locked up. Here you go, Brennan. In your hand, dude. I'm like, that just released. In your hand.
Now we got him arguing over the fish, right? No, you go. No, you go.
They're still out in the lake. It's early in the season. They're fresh. They're making big runs. It's what we're here for.
The Run, presented by Gamma Line, is brought to you by Gamma Line. All fishing lines are not created equal. Corkers, gear up, time to fish. Visit Oswego County, New York. By Sheffield Products, when precision counts. NASCAR Racing Experience, the authentic racing experience. Life Proof, let's go. Yukon Cold Locker, take the Yukon Challenge. Solar Bat Performance Sunglasses, make you become a better fisherman. All Season Sports, your single equipment source for New York's Salmon River.
Hey, Phil, I've been getting some tweets as to why us run captains have been using Gamma Line.
Dan, what the heck is a tweet?
Higher braking strength, cast longer with accuracy, more natural presentation.
Meat, baby! Hey, you catch more fish. Guaranteed.
Your time on the water is too valuable to be compromised by your line's performance.
Riselli, the name to trust for ready-mix concrete, block, aggregates, blacktop, and trucking, serving the Northeast and beyond. Our family-owned business has earned a leading reputation thanks to decades of reliable service, safety, competitive rates, and environmental friendliness. Riselli Enterprises, the name you trust in trucking is the name you trust in blacktop and concrete.
Underway out of the Lighthouse Marina, directly on the famous Salmon River, is Captain Shane Thomas, better known as the River Guide. Captain Shane has a lot of added pressure today. His clients are corporate from LL Bean out of Maine. But for Shane, there is a standstill on his initial set today. The fish finder is reading a blank. This is a big problem.
All right, I'll keep in touch. Bye-bye. They're getting them up there.
They are?
Up where I wanted to go. I freaking listen to Johnny, and every time I listen to Johnny, I think I shouldn't listen to Johnny, and I still don't learn my lesson.
Orders were to turn around, head the other way.
The word is they're getting fish to the north, so we're going there. Not gonna sit down here and not catch them. Not marking enough on the screen to stay here, so we're gonna go 7, 8 miles north and see what we can do.
Captain Shane has made a time-consuming decision. He has to pull all the rods he just set and drive for miles up north on a tip. With that, there's never a guarantee for fish.
The currents and the weather, the wind direction and all that changes the conditions, and there's new fish moving in from every direction right now. Sure, if you sat over there and fished long enough, you'd get some fish, but we're looking for numbers.
Not sure where he's got the probe at. It's 52 degrees wherever he's got that at. How deep's the probe, Shane?
90.
90. So that makes sense. The fish are marking right at 90 to 100 feet. Marking stuff, Shane. The graph's looking good.
Good. Way up high though, huh?
Yeah, looking much better. We've been trolling for 200-300 yards and the screen is full.
The rods are now set and the fish finder is full of kings. The decision is looking good. But will they bite? On the big pond, a bite can come at any time, so you must always be ready. Captain Shane knows how important this first king is to him and his corporate clients.
Come to the back, come to the back. You got something right there. Just hold steady, don't hold steady. Just like any big fish. We let these out. We're locked.
Drag's tight, huh? I'm good, he's right in the middle, I like that.
Oh no! Real, I think he broke the line.
I won't say nothing about the drag.
Oh, a heartbreaker. The first king broke off and took the hot item with it.
It's $14.99 for the chip. Then you got fluorocarbon leader. Then you've got a $12.99 fly. Then you've got a swivel. Start to add up a little bit.
Just put the same thing down. But, yeah, it definitely hurts. Just to lose the fish sucks is what, worry about that more than the chip.
That was the hot lucky chip though.
Located about 20 miles north of the famous Salmon River, out of Henderson Harbor, is Captain Tim Metter and myself with Lots of Limits Charters. Captain Tim has been chartering these waters for years, and recently the Lake Ontario weather has forced many cancellations. Lake Ontario is infamous for huge storms, and when they come up, you don't want to be anywhere near that water. This morning's trip finds Lots of Limits in the aftermath of one of these blow-ups. The water is rough, but the captain cannot afford to lose another day. So off to sea we go. Today's weather predictions are extremely favorable. Accompanying Captain Tim today is his first mate, myself, Captain Rick Mick. The pressure on today's trip is enormous. We have movie stars, directors, and musicians on the boat looking for the kings. One of our clients today is featured actor Tony Todd, who played the Candyman in the horror films in the 1990s. So getting these guys and all clients fish is at a premium. And just like that, whack, it was on.
Well, we were here 5 minutes. Rick just got all the rigs in, and boom, rod pops. And that could be good, could be bad. Some days you come out here and pop the first rod, and then you sit here for hours and wait for the next one. And, you know, you think it's like, oh, it's bottom right away. It's going to be popping like that. Could be. We'll see what happens. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Woo! Hump day!
I think he's doing it, man. I think he's doing it.
This time of year is when they're up here staging in the area that we call the trench. And they'll be staging here before they head up into the Black River and to the other streams that are close by here. They stop in here on their way. It's a big deep water trough that goes down about 130, 140 feet. Got a lot of cold water in it and a lot of bait. So the fish stop in here and have a little snack and chill out in the cold water until it's time for them to go upstream and spawn. Head up high. Come on. Oh yeah, baby! Who wants some of Depot? Good job.
We have a little tradition here on Tim's boat. Yeah. We're going to teach you the salmon tail slap. Okay. Put your palm right on that tattoo. Come on. Come on. Yeah, that's what you get when you get one. Man. Good job. I'll take this. Thank you. Relax, have a seat. I'll get this down for you.
Thank you, Captain. Good job, buddy.
Thank you, man.
Good job. You did very good. First time ever fighting salmon. You did very well.
The salmon are here, and this is the run.
Captain Rick here for All Season Sports in Pulaski, New York. Whether you're on the Salmon River or in Alaska, whether you're trolling Big Lake Ontario for dime bright kings, or your style is fly fishing or spin gear fishing on the Salmon River, woo! All Season Sports is your single source for fishing equipment.
Fish on, baby, fish on!
Stop in or shop online at allseasonsports.com. Tell them Captain Rick sent you. Fish on.
Do you have the need for speed? We put you in the driver's seat of an authentic NASCAR race car, once driven by a NASCAR star. The NASCAR racing experience is offered at 14 of the nation's premier speedways. You can drive at top speeds, and passing is allowed, or take the NASCAR ride-along with a professional driving instructor. Make your dream a reality today and sign up for the NASCAR racing experience.
We've been getting a ton of response through email about the center pin fishing itself. A couple people live in Alaska or the West Coast, Rick, I can't come out, I can't come to the Salmon River and fish with you, we want to learn. So we went ahead and took the liberty of making an in-depth learning video for center pin, and which you can pick up online, which is listed below me here. Hopefully you'll get into it too, no matter where you are in the country. This is a great system. Hope to see you soon on the water. Fish on!
Verdi is your on-site storage solution throughout New York State. We provide a variety of on-site storage and office products for commercial, residential, and industrial customers. We stock an array of units for rent, lease, or purchase, and provide prompt on-site delivery. We're family-owned and been in business for over 35 years. Verdi Storage Containers. Storage and office solutions delivered.
Back aboard the Salmonoid out of the Little Salmon River, and after earlier's violent release, Captain Phil and Captain Dan have made amends with the fish gods. The early bite has been good. In less than 30 minutes, they've put 2 kings in the Yukon, and the team is looking for more.
Right there, Phil! Right there! Right there!
This one, get it.
Brennan, 1.5. Doubled up!
Double up.
Set up rods about 6:30. We got about 7 o'clock now. 7:07. This is number 6 up and running. The beginning of the run is here. You guys got to switch spots. You're crossing. And go over.
The Salmonoid is doubled up again, and just when things look good, the Kings always make it tough.
Are you on him or are you off him now?
This situation presents excitement and a challenge to any charter boat captain. The Kings have crossed lines
Left, right.
and are totally tangled up.
They crossed.
This here, folks, is a
Anyone
king
can.
salmon fire drill.
Dig right
at
down
its
deep for it,
best. And work for all members on deck, crew and client, trying not to lose
Reel down.
any of these kings.
Lift up. Lift up.
Hold it just like that. How hold this? We gotta see how we're tangled. Hold that for a second. We still have a salmon. We still have a king out back here, I think. So we gotta be really careful because that line will cut right through you.
You'll lose your finger in a hurry. Okay.
Got it. Lay your hands off.
It's wrapped around the tip of the rod.
Oh no! He's wiggling too. Hold on.
There we go.
Lay monkey. Let's go. Lay football. There you go. We're not the best. We're just hard to beat.
Good job, guys.
Well, we are on a school of fish. All the boats are way north of us, which is perfectly fine by me. And we're getting to work this nice little pocket all by ourselves. And as long as we don't get on the phone or the radio, we should be pretty good.
Yeah, this is great. Everybody's fishing way up there. We don't even have to worry about boat traffic. We're getting on the fish. Wish every day was like this one. Good job.
Fat little bastard.
What? That's no way to talk to me. Meat. There's 4 of them in there, baby.
Right there, right there, right there,
There's
right there,
another one.
right there.
Way to get on it, Jimmer.
Jimmer on the board with a hook set. Woo-hoo!
Back on board with the river guide, Captain Shane Thomas. Earlier, with no fish on the screen, Captain Shane packed up and headed north of the Salmon River in search of the king salmon.
Just one in the boat.
Prayers were answered by the Lake Ontario fishing gods. Shane's decision to move up north was obviously the right one.
It's one that's ready to spawn, but it matured a couple years early. It's a fish, and it counts.
Thanks.
Way to go.
Right on.
Now, you wouldn't think that fishing would be a problem, but other fishing boats in the area are closing in on Shane's hot spots and have become a straight pain in the ass.
Just like that, it's turned into a combat zone. Hit 2 fish and bring the fleet down on you. Yeah, he couldn't make up his mind which way he wanted to go.
Our Gamma fishing lines are tough, but are no match when getting tangled up with other boats.
No, I don't have one on. I'm just bringing my lines in to get them out of your way.
Distractions on the big pond are just part of the job. You can never let the other boats really get under your skin. They want fish too. And always be ready. The giant can be lurking at any time.
Nice and smooth. With the wire, there's no stretch, so you got a real tight connection to the fish, you understand? It's a lot different than mono. If you're not smooth with them, real smooth with them and finesse them, you lose a lot on them. The mono has a stretch in it and it gives you some forgiveness, whereas wire doesn't have that. It's really, really tight connection to the fish.
I'm feeling his head shake. This is awesome. I mean, the scary thing is it is a different line. So you feel everything and you just got to make sure it's nice and smooth. And I'm just hoping I can be as smooth as I can. Watch him go and you can just feel the point where he wants to run and there he goes. It's funny, you think he's getting closer and closer, then he's going to take a run. You know he wants to.
I'd like to tell you that there was this really cool structure and that there was this bump and there was this reason why the fish were there, but it really just looks like everything else. But for whatever reason, if the crumb trail marks on the GPS, we hit that fish and we made a left to land that last fish so I could see where it was. I just turned around, went right back on it, and bang, we hooked another fish. Right in the same spot.
Up, up, up. Keep walking. Up. He's ours.
Holy cow!
Bigger one yet.
Bigger one, they're getting bigger.
Wow!
Damn.
Yeah, that's
Oh!
Good job, Bill.
Thank you very much, Shane.
My pleasure.
Yeah!
It's a challenge, a challenging job. Getting up early every day and having to have all the equipment right and the boating all in order. It's a lot of work. A lot more than people see on the surface. It's not just the fishing, it's all the technical stuff that's in between. From running the business to getting the reels rigged up and keeping fuel in the boat and just every little thing you gotta be on top of.
The salmon are here, and this is The Run.
The Run, presented by Gamma Line, is brought to you by Lake Ontario Outdoors, the outdoor sport resource for the Lake Ontario region. Frog Togs, the world leader in breathable stocking foot waders. Johnson's Carpet, America's floor store. Fusillo Dodge Chrysler Jeep, the official Dodge truck of The Run. Hot Mama Gina's, pepper sauces, relish, and spice rub. By Ashley Lynn Winery. Town Mechanical, serving Central New York with over 40 years of experience. Visit us at aroundtownplumbingandheating.com.
Back on board Lots of Limits, not far from Henderson Harbor, Hollywood actor Tony Todd is locked up again.
Come up here a little bit farther this time, farther away from all the other boats. And a little spot, usually I found a couple of them hanging on. Sure enough, we come up through here, our gypsy fired, and now we're on. Tony's got it on. He's working at it here. Hopefully we get this one in the boat.
Oh, fortune cookie! Oh!
Love you a long time.
Oh, yes, we love you a long time.
Well, we had a phone call from a good friend of mine, Jerry, and he's a charter captain as well, and he had people that were looking for a day out on the water, and I happened to have today off, so we hooked up with Scott there, and we brought his people up from Syracuse. That's one from Washington, and Tony's from LA, and so it was kind of like a last-minute deal, and we put it together, and here we are.
I see the flasher. I see the tail. Yeah. Not far now.
He kind of lays back in the grass, and then when it's time, he strikes. He strikes hard.
Send the net, baby! Freshy. I got you, Tim. Yeah, baby! Fresh one, Tone. Yeah, big Tone. Got another one. He's 2 for 2 this morning. Do a fish dance. Throw that mug up in the Yukon. Keep your catch nice and cold. The Yukon cooler. Oh yeah, that's a big hen. That's a male. See the difference in the face? She's got a bunch of eggs in her. He's got a big canine jaw, hook jaw. Good job, man. You got the only 2 in the box.
This year we've just been an average year, and we go out, we had some good days, and we go out and get some slow days. And today wasn't fast and furious, but we had some action, and we got a couple in the igloo there, and we're packing it in and gonna call it a day.
Well, I can tell you now, the boys from Dinosaur, my man Triple T, whooped some booty today. The salmon handshake. My last day, unfortunately, coming up here with Tim. I think it's my second to last day. I start night trips. Thanks, Tim, for a great summer. Don't thank Paul for being out with us, man.
Absolutely, brother.
It was great having him. We didn't get one in the boat.
I didn't get in the boat, got it on the hook, but hey, story of my life, right?
We whooped on him, though, right?
Like Saturday night.
Good. He's the director for Unbroken, and what was something?
Keepsake. Keepsake's out now, Unbroken with Tony Todd and Jeff Fahey.
Tony Todd, our buddy right here, Triple T.
I had a great time. It's always a great time out here on Lake Ontario. Tim and Rick, you guys are all right.
The decision to motor north for the river guide has paid off. Captain Shane can finally loosen up and enjoy his clients.
Look at that. SalmonRiverGuide.com. LL Bean.
Woohoo! A boat full of silver bullets always puts a smile on your client's mugs.
Almost have every day booked the rest of this month. And September's filling in real quick. You gotta bale hay while the sun shines.
Just off the Little Salmon River, back with Captain Dan and Captain Phil. The boys are in an epic battle with a Mondo mud shark.
Bring it to me. Up. Yeah, there we go. That's a nice fish, buddy. That's a nice one.
That's a hog.
Wow.
This mature king tipped the scales at 28 pounds. Clearly, a reason to celebrate. Woo! Being a captain and crew member sure has its perks for the palate. Some of the best times on the boat is getting to break bread with whatever the clients may have in their cooler.
Be no vampires in Altmar tonight. Good God. I'm glad I kissed her goodbye. Are they dill beans? Oh, yeah.
Get to it. I backed out.
Who's there?
We boxed out. Screaming!
I tried to check you into the glass.
You're a little bit bigger than me. You got me on. See, now we have to do some food testing.
There's no garlic and nose either, is there? Woo! We should get a new sponsor. Scope mouthwash.
You got a significant fish there, man.
I think it was a 34-pounder caught earlier in the week or something like that.
Could be middle upper 30s. I mean, it hit and ran. It didn't even get out of the release, and it was screaming line out. So.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, you ain't done yet. Little help. Grab that side.
Oh, man, that's a pig.
That's a monster.
Good Lord. I think that garlic, pickled garlic, is attracting him. Good job, man.
You're right.
32?
32 and bleeding out and washed down on it, slippery as hell, and I'm falling all over. 32.
It's
That's a
on
slob.
32 pounds. Well, we don't want to end the trip, but when we got a cooler full of fish, we can go in and drink beer. Look at that. Look at that beast. Man, that igloo is getting a workout, isn't it? Look at there. Cooler's full.
Whew, great week on the run. Next week, it's September. The salmon are stacked up, and the run up the river can occur at any time. This is prime time for the lake charters.
Who's still there?
As for them, their season is winding down.
All right, give me a couple more minutes. We'll head back into shore. We'll have you on dry ground here in a little bit, okay? I know one thing, you can't catch them if you're not fishing for them, so we won't know what the day would have been like today.
The Kings are running in and out of the mouth of the Salmon River, AKA the Gauntlet. The night bite is on.
Oh my God, no. There's why he was being so difficult. Look at the size of that one.
Oh my.
Oswego County is throwing on the frog togs and lacing up the corkers.
I'm ready. Bring them in. That's what we do, man.
As Oswego County and its surrounding towns are about to explode. Till the next bite, I'm Captain Rick. As always, fish on.